And we live just like that.
Oh, sweet. How's the picture looking? Oh, fuck it. Oh, my bad.
We live, baby.
Okay.
All right, we ain't even gonna play with him today because
Yeah,
we already late.
we're coming in late.
So that's cool. Let's get this show rolling, man.
Yeah, let's do it.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Y'all already know what time it is.
Yes.
Peyton, what's good, bro?
Hey, what's good, man? It's been too long. You know what I mean?
It hasn't been that long at all.
We had a bye week.
Oh, we did have a bye week
Yeah.
last week, but I saw you
Oh.
yesterday.
I see what you're saying.
So it hasn't been long at all, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, this is the weekend hangover, and Peyton is already back a few. So
Yeah, that's a modest way to put it.
don't mind him. Don't mind him, man.
Yeah.
For you guys that don't know, we are live right now on YouTube and on Instagram. If you are watching from Instagram, please be sure to go ahead and hop over to the YouTube channel. We want to continue the conversation with you guys, or you can stay right there, right where you at. And let's continue the conversation. I will be back and forth between Instagram and YouTube, trying to keep up with you guys in the chat, man. So it was a big weekend in sports, man.
It was, man.
Mostly football. We took in a lot of football this
Yeah.
past weekend. So we're gonna recap all of that. I got some trivia for you today.
Oh, yeah, that'll be fun.
We're gonna talk about some of the weekend wagers that we made.
Yeah.
The unfortunate wagers that we made. But everything is all good. But before we
Yeah.
get into that, I do want to talk about this new whiskey that I have sitting right here, and I can't wait to get into that, man. But
Me too, man. I'm excited for this one.
how you feeling though? You good?
I'm feeling good, man. Like I was saying, it's good to be back in this setting with you. I know we were with each other yesterday, but being live, being back on the show, being the Sportaholics that we are, it was only right that we come back in a live episode. So,
Yeah, man. So
yeah.
I think we're just gonna skip one of the segments that we usually have on our Monday show, which is cold takes. We didn't have any cold takes from last week because we had a bye week.
Fair.
So I think we could skip that, but we can, spit off some of the thoughts that we've been thinking about for a couple of days now. So
For sure.
let's go ahead and jump into those, man. And I just want to start with myself here, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So guys, I just want to let everybody know that I appreciate you guys, and not only just you, but I appreciate sports, man. Me and Peyton had the opportunity to go to Tom's Watch Bar on iDrive here in Orlando, and man, we had an amazing time. We met some cool people. We got the opportunity to hang out with some Ravens fans, some Steelers fans, and the place was rocking, man. The place was really rocking, and that's really what I want to talk about today is the appreciation that I have for sports. No matter what it is, no matter what team you represent, it's gonna always bring everybody together. It's kind of similar to food, right? Everybody sits at the table, everybody eats, right? And everybody has good conversation. But when you go out in public and you watch a game, the atmosphere is different, whether you're in the stadium, whether you're at a sports bar, no matter where it is that you're at, if you're rooting for the same team, you guys find camaraderie. No matter what, you are complete strangers, but within that moment, you are brothers in arms, sisters in arms. And that's the one thing that I really love about sports. And I can't get enough of it, man. And, I played on the football field, but there's really nothing like sitting in the stands or watching a game from, a high top table in a sports bar. So you guys, if you enjoy watching sports from a sports bar or in the stadium. Let us know in the comments about exactly where you enjoy watching your sports the most. So that's really what I wanted to say today.
I love that you brought that up because we had a great time yesterday, not only with each other, but with everyone else that was in that environment.
Yes, sir.
So we love being in those type of atmospheres, and we're going to keep that going. And like he said, it brings the people together every single time. You know,
really
you don't have to know the person at all, but you're high-fiving with them, you're cheering with them. It is what it is.
Hey, you make an excellent point because you saw me, right? Like I became a Ravens fan. Like I talk about the Ravens all the time on this show, but yesterday was I felt like I was a part of the flock. Like I was really one of those guys because we had people walking all the way across the bar just to give me a high five. It was a lady sitting behind us. She came around. She gave me a high five when they scored. Unfortunately, they didn't get the result that they were looking for against that tough Steelers defense.
Right.
But we'll get into that a little bit later when we get into the show. And
Well, the only other thing I was gonna say is, bro, like, it's a good thing Orlando is a transient city because I don't know where all those Ravens fans came from.
Yeah.
Because we're about, I don't know how many miles away from Baltimore, but it was like we were in D.C. or something. You know what I mean?
Right. But you have to give it to, like, one thing about it, there were terrible towels in there as well.
That's
so
fair.
There was definitely some Steelers fans in there having a good time. And, it was really a back and forth game.
It was.
And
tremendous.
It made the atmosphere really, really good. So
it did, bro.
Man, I think we have to go back. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No doubt.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I really enjoy being there amongst the people. And me and you watch football together all the time. But man, just being there made the game so interesting.
It's a great scene.
Yeah, man. We were able to catch the Bears-Packers game.
Yep,
which was an amazing game.
That was a great one as well.
We caught the Dolphins-Raiders game.
Saw a little bit of that. Yep.
We saw the Jets. We saw the Jets game versus the Colts.
Mm-hmm.
We saw
a little bit of the
Jacksonville Jaguars.
I was gonna say, don't bring it up. I have a rant saved for later
versus the Detroit Lions. Man, it was good. It was good, man.
Yeah, it was.
I can't talk enough about it.
We will go back. Yeah, no doubt.
We have to.
We have to.
All right, but before we move too far into the show, we usually do this on Fridays, but I could not wait to try this whiskey that I have right here. It is from Iron Smoke. Peyton, we are putting the Evan Williams down for a while.
Okay, that's fine.
We are going to put the Evans Williams down for a while, and right now what we have is Iron Smoke. It's artisan crafted small batch whiskey. This is a limited edition bottle, by the way, from this company. It's called Casket Strength. Casket Strength.
Oh, yeah.
You know why it's called Casket Strength?
I see a skull right there. So I think
it's straight bourbon whiskey.
Okay.
Made with applewood smoked wheat, right?
Ooh.
But here's the kicker. This is 120 proof. So we are not going to drink this. We are going to sip this tonight.
Good verbiage.
Yes.
Sipping.
We are going to sip this tonight, and we're going to have a good time. We need to really hurry up and wrap this show up.
So, that's true.
Do you want to tap the bottle before we Yeah, there you go. Get in there.
Better than that first tap I did on one of the first shows,
So we're going to get in here. We're going to crack this open.
Yeah.
And we're going to give the people a live tasting of it.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Ooh,
I got to take a sniff real quick.
That smells good, Peyton. That smells real good.
I can tell it's 120 proof. I'll pour it for you.
Go ahead. Smell like gasoline, man.
Yeah.
So while he's doing that, guys, if you're watching the show right now, I want you to do one thing for me in the comment section. I need y'all to put your whiskey glasses emoji into the comment section. No matter where you at, if you're on YouTube or you're on Instagram, please put the whiskey glass emoji in the comment section.
Oh, yeah. And if y'all didn't notice, I did a smaller pour because it's 120 proof. We don't need to be going crazy. It's only Monday. I know it's the weekend hangover, but
you know what they say about hangovers? The best way to cure your hangover is to take another shot.
Oh, well, in that case, let's get to it.
Let's get to it, man. Cheers, man.
Cheers, bro.
It's good to be back with you, man. Let's go ahead and get into this. Take it slow now. Take it slow.
I hear you.
You know what? For it to be 120 proof, it's very smooth. I could actually taste like the wheat. Like you can, I could
Mm.
taste the applewood and the wheat all together.
Yeah,
That is really nice.
that
That is really nice.
that's the key word.
Right.
Smooth. It
So
really was.
here's the kicker. So I have someone from Iron Smoke who would love to come on the show, do a live tasting with us. So we're gonna get that in the works, man, and
Yeah.
we are looking forward to that as well.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what else we need, Peyton?
What do we need?
We need a bartender. We need
Okay.
somebody to come and serve us up some drinks. So
That'd be cool.
if you could make that happen for us,
I'll do my best.
I would be proud of you forever.
Okay.
I would be proud of you
taken.
forever.
I
All right.
got you.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah.
with that being said, man, Peyton, anything else you want to get off your chest before we move to the segments?
Oh man. Again, I know we talk about this a lot, but we truly do appreciate everyone that's tuned in.
100%.
And we want y'all's feedback too. So let us know what we can do better, what y'all's thoughts are on sports, current events, whatever the case may be, and pour one up for yourself.
Yes, please pour one up for yourself, man. I know the game is getting ready to kick off if it has not already kicked off.
That's right.
So we need to hurry up and get to that to the game.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and fly through this, and I'm gonna enjoy my glass here. But moving on to the first segment.
Yeah.
Weekend wagers.
Weekend wagers.
Man, one game that we didn't talk about is the Commanders.
The Commanders and Eagles.
Yeah. Which was a good game. That was the Thursday night game.
Right.
I put my money on the Commanders, and unfortunately they did not pull it out for me.
For most of the game, it was looking good.
Yeah, it was. And then the Eagles just did what they do best, that tush push, the brotherly shove.
Yeah.
You cannot stop it. I don't know how they run that play to perfection so well. You know, the one thing about the brotherly shove, I want to know, how did they practice that? Who came up with that concept, and how did they operate that in practice to say, was it the ones going versus the twos or the threes? Was it 1v1? Like, I really need to know how that play came to. I wonder if they have like a documentary or a ESPN segment or something like that on that play.
They should, because we're going to be talking about that play for years to come in the future.
Yep.
It's a signature.
Yep.
So
it's it's kind of like a generational play, right? Like it's the first of its kind.
Yeah.
Kind of like the double reverse, or whenever those plays were, when they first, the Wildcat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's generational. So
100%.
Yeah, congratulations to the Eagles, man. But y'all didn't help me out at all this weekend.
I know. They're a tough out, man, because the Commanders were looking strong through three quarters, and then the Eagles' physicality just kind of pulled them away in that fourth. So but we'll move on from that one. What about the weekend wagers?
Okay.
How do we do overall?
Man, overall, I didn't do too well. I didn't.
Neither did I, bro. I had one parlay that hit. The other few I had did not. So
you did way better than me. Does Friday count as the weekend?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I put my money on Mike Tyson, and I lost my money.
Yeah.
Grandpa was in that thing looking real, real bad.
But
you can't be mad at him. You can't. You saw flashes. You thought he was gonna show up
in the first round. Yeah, he was bouncing around, had some energy.
He looked real good. Okay, I can't say he looked real good in the first round, but in the first round, you thought he was warming up, but really he was giving it all he had.
Yeah, yeah.
And I know this may be an unpopular opinion, but shout out to Jake Paul for like not trying to kill that man in the ring.
Yeah,
it was a payday for him. I don't know how true this is, and I didn't really do much research on it, but I heard he got 40 mil. Tyson got 20 mil. I think he got 40 because he was the winner, but it was a payout for them at the end of the day.
That's true, man.
But we did want to see competitive boxing, and that's really not what we got.
Not at all.
And also, shout out to Netflix, because I think Netflix, y'all got to fix y'all live streaming issues, man, because now we have Beyonce getting ready to do the halftime show on Christmas Day.
Oh,
man, y'all need to fix that before before y'all promote anything else.
Good point.
Y'all better have all the kinks
worked out. Yeah, for sure.
Before Beyonce touched that stage, because she gonna have something to say if her stream don't go too well.
To be honest, I was fortunate with the connection that I had, because when I hopped onto X after the fight event, apparently other people had it worse off than me, to the point where it was buffering so bad you couldn't see anything, or the stream was completely shut off and you had to reload the Netflix app.
That was my main issue with knowing that this fight was going to be on Netflix. Every live event that I've ever tried to watch on Netflix has been a disaster. And I'm not saying that I have anything against Netflix, but like, you guys are a streaming service for a reason. Like, you load up your content. You're not really used to doing live broadcasts. So
yeah, I got to get it together there.
What about your weekend wagers?
Yeah, just the one parlay I hit with the Vikings and Dolphins. I just needed each of those teams to win. They took care of business. But other than that, I was relying on the Ravens. I was relying on Zay Flowers to hit his prop bet. I was relying on Jonathan Taylor. None of those went well. So good thing I had that one to hang my hat on. Other than that,
I don't really. I flushed those old tapes, so I can't remember all the bets that I made that I lost this past weekend. I do know that I put my money on Tyson. Just the inner child in me said, man, I bet you 50 Cent and Tyson will win.
Yeah.
But he didn't.
So. Yeah, it is what it is.
All right, man.
Yeah, we'll move on.
All right, so let's get to it. The next segment we have ahead is bar trivia. So let me get this bar trivia going on for you guys, man.
Yeah,
all right,
let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I have no idea. I never know what's coming, to be honest, with these. So nothing different here. I'm just excited to try to answer it, as should you.
Okay. What team has the best winning percentage in the NBA Finals?
Oh, wow. So the first two teams that came to mind would be the Celtics and the Lakers. But it's almost like they're most likely canceling each other out because they played each other in the finals so many times.
Yep.
I'll go with the Spurs.
Good guess. But no,
not the Spurs. Okay.
It is the Chicago Bulls.
Oh,
they are 24-11. All right, that's a 68% win percentage.
Wow.
All right, so that
like that
hard.
one.
That was a hard one because they had their streak, and that streak was just like, it happened like
in a decade,
right? You know, so while the Lakers and the Celtics, to your point, they had like 20 years, but they would win 2, lose 2, win 2.
Yeah,
like
almost canceling each other out.
Exactly, like you said. So, man.
Wow,
I finally got him.
Yeah,
I finally got him, man.
Yeah, true. I was stumped.
That was an easy setup because you think about all the winning teams that have played. Like, so you think about the Golden State Warriors, right? You think about, like you said, the Lakers, the Spurs. You think about the Spurs.
Yeah.
You think about the Celtics and all the historic teams, right? Other than those dynasties, and those solidified organizations, not too many other teams have multiple trips to the finals. You know what I mean? So you think about the Detroit Pistons, right? Like, how many times have they been to the finals? You think about the Rockets. How many times have they been to the finals? So it's like you have teams who have won championships, but they haven't had a long enough stint in the finals. They haven't played multiple games in the final series. So
yeah.
So
that was a good one. I like it.
All right, man. So we're skipping cold takes. We're skipping cold takes today. But let's go ahead and move on to cheers and jeers.
All right. Oh, we're moving real fast.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll just throw everything into cheers and jeers.
All
pretty
right,
much.
Let's do it. I know who my jeers is going.
Go ahead and start it off.
No, I'm gonna let you start off, and then I'll double back behind you.
I'll go with cheers to two teams that put on a great display and really put together a competitive game all around. The one that I referenced earlier, the Packers and the Bears, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That was close all the way through. And I thought both quarterbacks played pretty well. I thought both defenses played pretty well.
Yeah.
I thought both teams situationally were pretty good. So cheers to both of those teams for just putting on an entertaining display.
100%. That was a good game. That was a great
As
game.
the second viewing game behind the Steelers and the Ravens, I had a ton of fun watching that one.
Yeah.
And I'll just get into the Bears a little bit here. This is a bit of an indictment on their former offensive coordinator and play caller, Shane Waldron, because the way Caleb Williams looked in that game, he looked relieved and fresh and in command and looked like a guy that was excited to play the position. And if you're looking forward in that division in the future, if you're giving me the next decade of Jordan Love and Caleb Williams matchups in that storied rivalry, sign me up.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I like it.
I know the Packers have dominated, and a lot of people can argue the Bears should have won that game, but
could have,
could have, right? But I'll sign up for that every time. That was great TV, man.
It was great TV. It was great TV. Speaking of great TV, this has nothing to do with great TV, by the way. Well, it was great TV. Cheers, because I'm gonna follow behind your lead, right? So cheers to the Miami Dolphins. Not because they won. Not because they won. Winning was a bonus, right? But cheers to the Miami Dolphins because they are still the only team to go undefeated in the season and win a Super Bowl. Okay, so congratulations to them. As a Dolphin fan, I'm gonna forever hang my hat on that. And I'm going to hold on to it for as long as possible because that is a hard feat. That is a hard feat in the NFL. And I can't give the team who beat the Chiefs credit.
I was about to say, what irony that the division rival is the team that delivered the loss for the Chiefs. Right?
I can't give that team credit, but they did go out there and they won and they did what they had to do. So, I don't know what to say. I can't say congratulations. Don't want to say congratulations.
History was not made.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
So, cheers to the Miami Dolphins for still holding the undefeated record, or of going undefeated in the regular season and winning the Super Bowl
for sure. Yeah. All right. What else you got? I'll let you go again before I get to the rest of my stuff.
Cheers.
Okay.
To the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Okay, let me go ahead. I'm going to organize myself here real quick.
Cheers to them because they suck, right?
Right.
Excuse me, guys.
Hey,
oh my God.
They do call it liquid smoke. You know what I mean? That's tough.
Oh my goodness.
Need a little bit of water.
All right. Yeah. It got my eyes watering right now. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
But cheers to the Jacksonville Jaguars, but you can't cheers them for real because they play like the most blue-collar team in the NFL in the Detroit Lions. So,
well, I was about to say the Lions do blow out a lot of people. I know it's usually not 52-6.
Yeah,
but they blew out the Titans. They blew out whoever else they've played other than, like the Vikings.
Yeah.
But I do have a bit of a rant here, and it goes into coaching. Right,
I set you up.
Well, it's twofold.
Okay,
because let me just ask you, Russ. Like, you know who the coach of the Browns is?
No, I don't actually.
Okay, well, his name's Kevin Stefanski.
Oh, Stefanski, yeah, I didn't know that, yeah.
People hold him in pretty high regard. The Browns are 2-8.
Yeah,
a lot of people think he's one of the best play callers in the NFL. But what has he been working with? Jameis Winston, who we like, but is he really a top end of the league starting quarterback? Probably not.
Right.
And Deshaun Watson, who is out of his prime, probably because of injuries.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
2-8. Does he deserve to be fired?
Yeah.
He does?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think he deserves to be fired, but we never really see a coach step down from a coaching position. It's very rare when we see a coach step down from a coaching position to pursue another opportunity.
Okay.
So I will say Cleveland for a long time has had a stigma over their head of being like the cemetery for careers, right?
Yep.
So I do think that Stefanski is a good coach.
Yeah.
And we've seen sparks and spurts throughout his tenure at the Cleveland Browns. Like we see that they could be a good team or a great team.
Yeah.
And then it just doesn't happen that way, right? Yeah. So I say that he deserves to be fired.
Okay.
So he can go get a job somewhere else and be the coach that he wants to be. Right.
Okay, but if it wasn't up to him and it's just up to the ownership group in Cleveland, should he be?
No.
Okay.
No.
I don't
think
want to
so.
be too long-winded here, but let me give you another example.
Okay.
Brian Dable with the New York Giants. 2 years ago, Daniel Jones was their starter for most of the season. He got him to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
How's Daniel Jones looking now? I know, same coach, but
he actually just got benched.
just got benched.
Tommy DeVito is going to be the starting quarterback this weekend.
So a guy that's probably not going to get another official starting opportunity in the NFL again. Brian Dable got that guy to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Now he's 2-8. Should he get fired? By the way, he was the offensive coordinator in Buffalo.
Right.
And he really refined Josh Allen and helped bring Josh Allen along.
Sure.
I think he's a pretty good offensive mind. I'll just give you one more. Antonio Pierce for the Las Vegas Raiders. Should he get fired?
I don't think so. No. He's too young, though. He's new.
Okay.
He's new. Like,
so
this is his first official season as a head coach. So
all right.
I think he has a year and a half left under his belt. After this year, he still has a year and a half. Right?
Okay.
So next year's result, in a half a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
So that's 3 for 3, by the way. On teams with bad records, only 2 wins, you're saying, hey, don't fire the coach.
I didn't say that for football.
Oh, okay. All right, let's go 2 for 3 then.
Okay, I'll take it.
Now, I said it was twofold, so I'm going to get to the other part of my rant, if you will, here.
Go ahead.
There's always a great example of how hard it is to win in this league every single year.
Right.
You go back, I'll just be quick here. You go back 3 years ago after the Rams won their Super Bowl, Matt Stafford started more than half of their games.
Yeah.
You're talking about Sean McVay and Matt Stafford. I don't even have to think about it. That's a top 5 quarterback coach combo in the league. 5-12. Let's go to the year after. The Chargers.
Wait, whoa.
Yeah.
You're saying Matt Stafford and
Sean McVay.
Sean McVay is
top 5 quarterback coach combo in the NFL.
Right. But what was
I'm getting to my point. My point is that year they went 5-12.
Okay.
There's always a team in the league where you look at them and that you just say, that doesn't make sense. Like, why are they losing?
Right.
You go to the year after. Look at how Justin Herbert's looking this year with Jim Harbaugh. What was the Chargers' record last year?
Didn't they win like 2-3 games?
5-12.
Okay, yeah. I knew it was like very low.
What's going on with the Bengals this year? Have you seen Joe Burrow play?
I don't know. That is a question that needs answers, to be honest with you. Like,
right.
Based off of where they were Joe Burrow's rookie year.
Right.
And where they are today, it's just kind of hard to even fathom like what happened. Like, what's going on?
Is Joe Burrow playing well?
Yes, he is. He is.
Are the Bengals in the playoff race currently?
No, they're not. They're not.
I say all this. Finally, I'm getting to my point. Doug Peterson won a Super Bowl with Nick Foles as his quarterback.
Okay.
In his first season with the Jaguars, he took them to the playoffs. Last year, he had a winning record. I know they're 2-9, and it's been a really rough season. Why fire Doug Peterson?
Ooh, you're trying to save the coach.
Yeah. By the way, they interviewed starting safety Andre Sisco after the game. He said, I love Doug Peterson. I think he's the right guy to finish this year with this team. He's a leader for that defense.
Yep.
Sometimes in this league, for whatever reason, you can just be a tick off.
Yeah.
Things don't go your way. That's what it looks like.
So
I don't know who they bring in, but that's where I'm going with it.
Okay. I'm gonna double down on your statement here. So you think Doug Peterson is a great coach?
At least good to great, if not great.
He won a Super Bowl.
He won a Super Bowl.
He has a Super Bowl. He has Super Bowl caliber.
Been in the league for a long time.
Championship caliber under his belt.
Yeah.
So you don't let that walk, right?
Nope.
Okay. So if you're Jacksonville, do you take Doug Peterson or do you take Trevor Lawrence?
Both.
No, you can't. You can't choose both.
I think I can.
No, you can't. You have to pick. Are you keeping the coach or are you keeping the quarterback? Which one are you choosing? One of them has to go.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm taking Trevor.
Wow.
Let me ask you this. Who in Dallas, who are you keeping? Dak Prescott or Mike McCarthy?
I'm keeping Mike McCarthy. Like, what?
They're in the same situation. Dak just got paid big time money. Trevor just got paid big time money for whatever. Both teams have not had a great season. Here they sit.
In both situations, I'm shopping off the quarterback. We're already 2-9. It don't make sense to hold on to something that's not. Now, while he has winning records under his belt in Trevor Lawrence, name a year aside from maybe his rookie year where he has displayed, a uptick in his projection and where he is as a quarterback in the NFL.
His second year when they made the playoffs.
Okay, so it wasn't his rookie year,
because his rookie year is when he had Urban as coach.
Right.
Second year was Doug's first year.
So he got to pass that year. Okay. He got to pass his rookie year. He did well his rookie second year.
Yep.
Now what?
Last year, before he got hurt, the Jags were 8-3 in the first seed in the AFC. My point is that sometimes things don't go your way. This year's version of that is the Cincinnati Bengals.
Right.
And I think, how many great jobs are there? How many great candidates are there?
Yeah.
And the players are saying they love Doug Peterson. I just think you stick it out. If next year goes as bad as this year goes, you still have a lot of guys under contract because it's a young team, then you let them go. But I don't think that'll happen, but
I will say you do have a point, because the great Greek freak in Giannis Antetokounmpo, he did once say, in sports, every day is not going to be your day. Michael Jordan didn't win a championship every year he played in the NBA, but does that mean that he wasn't a great player? You know what I mean? So you're not going to win every day. No team has ever gone undefeated in the NBA. So and I'm just using the NBA as a reference at this point, right? But you're right. Like, I'm not taking anything away from Trevor Lawrence, but what I will say is a change of scenery has shown to be better for players in the NFL, aside from going to the Cleveland Browns. Than anything. So
yeah. All right. Interesting.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, that's where my rant is. We were on cheers and jeers, right? What else you got? Anything else? I'm looking at mine. I mean,
I'm gonna go cheers.
Yeah.
To that Steelers defense.
Yeah.
Bro, I didn't know how good they were.
Yeah.
They are big time.
Elite.
They are big time.
Yeah.
What you say? Stephen A says box office.
Yeah.
They are.
And that's refreshing to call a defense box office, which they are. It's refreshing to watch them play.
Listen, they were able to shut down the offense that I've been raving about all season. Raving. Anyways.
Yep.
Yeah, that was no pun intended there. But
yeah,
it's just like, okay, they came out the gate, they caused a fumble from a guy who never fumbles the ball. He hadn't fumbled the ball in over 500 carries. Just this defense alone, they stood their ground. Now, I will give cheers to the Ravens defense as well, because they were playing stout. They had the Steelers offense had 5 field goals in that game. Can't really remember the number, but
or I guess 6.
Because
they had 18. Yeah.
So the Ravens defense was doing what they needed to do, but the Steelers defense was just that much better. They could not, the Ravens could not get anything going on the offensive side of the ball. Yeah. And when they did get something going, the Steelers shut it down immediately.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to say this.
Cheers to the Steelers defense.
I think in the long run, that's a game that Lamar is going to remember for a long time. And I think he's going to be better for it.
You know what's crazy?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
But he has a lot of games where he has that same exact sentiment.
Yeah.
I'm tired of that. I'm tired of that.
You know, I mean, he was drafted in 2018, so it's almost like he's just entering his prime. A lot of guys have a long runway. I'm still giving him a little bit of a pass here.
Yeah, no, I mean,
you know what I mean?
You can't replace him.
No,
You can't replace him. So
exactly.
I think he's in that hierarchy of quarterbacks that can't be replaced.
Yeah.
Right? You could talk about Trevor Lawrence all you want to. I think Trevor Lawrence replaceable.
That's a topic for another day, but yeah.
I think he's
either way, Lamar's irreplaceable.
Right.
We both know that.
Right. So yeah, man.
But I guess my point is that if the Ravens would have walked in there and just ran the ball 35, 40 times, rushed for nearly 200 yards, and they walk away and Lamar doesn't have to perfect his downfield passing or at least work on it or get in situations where he needs to execute in that moment.
Right.
In the long run, that doesn't benefit them because when you get in the playoffs against the best defenses,
I think you need to run the ball, and you have to be able to run the ball.
That's where we differ.
I listen. You can air it out as much as you want to, but what does running the ball do? You tell me, what does running the ball do?
Wears down a defensive front.
And what else?
Makes passing the ball easier to some extent.
It controls the tempo.
It
definitely controls the tempo.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I'm really big on running the ball. Like, if you have an excellent running game, like the Green Bay Packers,
yeah,
right? If you have an excellent running game, you control how much the other team is actually on the field. You want your offense on the field longer than the other team. Because if their team is not on the field, what can they not do? They can't score.
I do think that was case in point in that Ravens-Steelers game because you look at the box score, you think, wow, Derrick Henry averaged 5 yards a carry. Lamar only had 4 rushes. Why didn't they run the ball more? They were behind.
Yep.
So that's a good point.
So I say that is my thing. So if we're really talking about playoff and going back to your original thought, right?
Yeah.
I'm tired of Lamar Jackson having this game or this or that game where he's like, man, he's gonna feel that for a long time. Like, yeah, that's a divisional rival, but by all means, like, do you think the Steelers are going to the Super Bowl?
No.
So if you can't beat the Steelers, how you expect to beat the Chiefs?
Right.
How you expect to beat the Bills?
Right.
That's 2 teams like you knocked out in the first round of the playoffs right now.
I hear you.
So
I guess that is where we differ because
I'm not getting on the Ravens by all means.
Okay.
I'm not getting on the Ravens. I'm not hopping off that bandwagon just yet.
Yeah.
I do believe that they had a down game.
Yeah.
I do believe that the Steelers were up for this game.
Yep.
And I do believe that the Ravens were kind of big-headed going into this game. So that shows you right then and there. You have a Mike Tomlin team who is also another one of those blue-collar teams, just like the Detroit Lions, who were ready and prepared for this game, while the Steelers, the Ravens were probably underprepared due to not the coaching, but just the players themselves.
Interesting.
So
okay.
I
guess I'll just finish it by saying this. If I've got the Ravens in a playoff setting against the Chiefs or even the Bills, who have struggled against the run to some degree this year defensively, I don't see the Ravens just giving Derrick Henry the ball 30 times and expecting 150 yards. That's my only thing. I think those teams, and more specifically those defenses, are well equipped to stop the run, and Lamar's going to have to do it.
Right.
I don't think it's as easy as, hey, we got to run the ball more. Let's just feed Derrick.
You know what they didn't do? And this is a small observation, and we can move off the Steelers, Ravens after this, right? What they didn't do is they didn't have that offense moving like they had in the previous weeks, right? So they were doing a lot of misdirection, and they would have the receiver coming around and triple option, read options. They was not doing all of that. I didn't see that going on in this game. And I think they went away from what they truly are. So I'm not saying that Derrick Henry has to have
150.
But I mean, if he's sitting close to 75, 80, a touchdown or two.
That helps.
You know what I mean? Like, if you can get him in the red zone, I don't know who's stopping him, to be honest with you. So
okay,
that's just my take on it.
I got you. Yeah.
And I'm not trying to have a long extended conversation about the Steelers. I mean the Ravens, but man, like,
yeah, it was a little disappointing.
Yeah, I mean,
it is what it is. It is another regular.
That was also great TV. Like, because we were sitting there like, what? This is happening?
Yeah.
Like, we were both shocked. Like, huh? Like, we did not expect this to happen. So
yeah,
that wasn't. Sure. I could have talked about that in my weekend wager as well. But.
Yeah. Hey, me too.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
All right. What else you got?
My last one is just jeers back to the Bengals. I don't know if you saw the end of that game, bro, but they had ample opportunities to close it out and win it.
Yeah.
Their kicker missed 2 field goals, but they had another chance after their kicker missed those field goals.
Mm-hmm.
They just couldn't close it out for whatever reason, and they really needed that win. I don't know how they make the playoffs now. So jeers to the Bengals, cheers to the Chargers because they found a way to close it out. That was a great Sunday night game.
They did man, the Chargers, they surprised me.
Yeah.
That was another weekend wager that I did not hit on because I expected the Bengals to kind of button it up a little bit. And I think every game this year where I've been expecting the Bengals to button it up, they haven't really done that. So, cheers to them.
Yeah,
cheers to them, for sure.
True.
I don't have much analysis behind that game because I was sleeping. I'm not gonna lie. I was tired. I was tired from all that cheering in the sports bar, but it was going back and watching the highlights or the lowlights, whatever you want to call them. It was. I didn't expect the outcome that happened. So yeah, man.
True, man. You got anything else?
No, man. Good to be back in the saddle with you.
Yeah, it is good, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like I'm happy to be here. I can't wait for our next show, which is tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
All right. We got the not the full pour, but we have
what's it called?
I was expecting
the last call.
I was expecting you to know, Peyton.
The last call. I came up with it at the last minute.
Yeah, no. The last call is tomorrow.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
Yeah.
So while we're here and while we're wrapping up the show, we will not have a show this Friday as it is classic week for Bethune-Cookman and FAMU. This is a big rivalry game. Rivalry game. I hate that word.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and I will be in attendance.
Hey,
Peyton. So this is going to be a big weekend for my alma mater, and it'll be right down the street and Camping World Stadium.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so
shoot, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, man. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to getting together with all my Wildcats from Bethune-Cookman, and yeah.
Is it kind of like
forget a Rattler this week?
Is it kind of like the North versus the South in a way? Like,
I mean, I guess you could say that is North versus Central, but
wait, where's FAMU?
It's in Tallahassee, but so it's like North.
Oh shoot, I know I was way off. That's my bad.
Yeah.
It's closer to East versus West.
Listen, I have to educate you.
You do
on my conference, man.
So,
and it's okay. It's okay if you don't.
When is that game?
It is Saturday.
What time?
3. It might be a 5, somewhere around there. It's a later game.
I'm gonna check in on.
No, actually, it might start at 3 because I know it does get dark during that game. But
okay,
I'll be on the sidelines.
I'm gonna check that out, bro.
Yeah, I mean, don't watch too hard because I don't know. I love my school and everything, but
they need you to come back.
We about to get this dub. That's all.
Okay.
We're about to get this dub. You know, I will be on the sideline. So if they slide me a helmet and some shoulder pads, I might just have to check in.
There we go.
I only have like 2 plays in me.
That's all that you need. Just those couple of 4th and 1s, 4th and goals.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I will not be denied. But yeah, man, other than that, we will be out this weekend, but we do have a show tomorrow with the last call. So
yes, excited for it.
Yeah, man. If you have not already, please be sure to drop the whiskey glass emoji into the comment section. Let us know that you're still rocking with us. And until next time, Peyton.
Until next time, man. Another good one.
Let's go watch this game.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here, man.
Let's do it.
All right, I'm out of here, man. Let's go.
All right, let's go. CJ Stroud.